Have you wondered why some days you feel energized, focused, and ready to take on the world, while other days you can barely drag yourself out of bed? The difference often comes down to your daily habits. Those little routines that might seem insignificant but actually shape your entire quality of life, especially as we age. Today we're going to explore 8 daily habits that can make or break your golden years. We'll cover 4 essential habits you absolutely must incorporate into your daily routine habits that can dramatically improve your physical health, mental sharpness, emotional well-being, and even your social connections. Then we'll discuss 4 common habits many seniors fall into that you should avoid at all costs. Please watch this video all the way through, because the final habit we'll discuss is perhaps the most crucial one yet. It's something nearly 80% of seniors unknowingly do every single day that could be sabotaging their health. If you find this information helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more science-backed advice specifically designed for vibrant living in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Drop a comment letting us know which habit resonates with you the most. I personally respond to as many comments as possible.
Let's get started.
Now, let's dive into the first essential habit every senior should incorporate into their daily routine. Consistent physical movement. I'm not talking about intense gym workouts or training for marathons, although if that's your thing, more power to you. What I'm referring to is making deliberate movement a non-negotiable part of your day, every single day. As we age, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass about 3 to 5% per decade after age 30, and this process accelerates after 60. The medical term for this is sarcopenia, and it's something I've seen dramatically impact my patients' quality of life. But here's the wonderful truth: consistent movement can significantly slow this process down. Many of my patients tell me, "But Sarah, everything hurts when I move," and I completely understand that concern. The key is finding the right kind of movement that works for your body. For some, it might be a 30-minute morning walk around the neighborhood. For others, chair yoga or gentle stretching might be more appropriate. The type of movement matters less than the consistency. I had a patient named Martha who struggled with arthritis in both knees. She believed exercise would only make her condition worse. But we started with just 5 minutes of gentle movement each morning, simple arm circles, seated leg lifts, and light stretching. After 3 weeks, she could manage 10 minutes, then 15. 6 months later, Martha was walking a mile every day and reported less pain than she'd experienced in years. Aim for at least 30 minutes of movement daily, broken into smaller chunks if needed. Even household activities like gardening, dancing to your favorite oldies, or playing with grandchildren count. The goal is to keep your muscles engaged, your joints lubricated, and your circulation flowing. The second vital habit is proper hydration, something so simple yet profoundly impactful on your overall health. Did you know that by the time you feel thirsty, you're already mildly dehydrated? And as we age, our thirst sensation naturally diminishes, making dehydration even more common among seniors. Many of the symptoms people attribute to just getting older, fatigue, confusion, dizziness, constipation, even some types of joint pain, can actually be signs of chronic dehydration. Your body is roughly 60% water, and that water is essential for nearly every bodily function, from digestion to circulation to cognitive function. I recommend keeping a water bottle visible and accessible at all times. For many of my patients, setting a simple routine works wonders. A full glass of water first thing in the morning, another with each meal, and one between meals. That simple pattern alone typically gets you to the recommended daily intake. If you find plain water boring, try infusing it with fresh fruit, cucumber, or herbs. Frank, one of my long-time patients, couldn't stand drinking plain water until his daughter gave him a pitcher with an infuser. Now he enjoys experimenting with different combinations. Strawberry and basil is his current favorite, and he's drinking more water than ever before. Another tip is to eat more water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, strawberries, and leafy greens. These foods not only provide hydration, but also deliver valuable nutrients and fiber. Now let's talk about our third essential habit, prioritizing quality sleep. I can't overstate how crucial this is. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your body's time for repair, memory consolidation, and immune system maintenance. Unfortunately, many seniors struggle with sleep disruptions due to medication side effects, health conditions, or simply changes in sleep architecture that come with aging. Creating a consistent sleep routine is absolutely vital. Your body thrives on rhythm and predictability. Try to go to bed and wake up at approximately the same times every day. Yes, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up refreshed. Your bedtime routine matters tremendously. About an hour before bed, begin winding down by dimming the lights and engaging in relaxing activities. This might include gentle stretching, reading a physical book, not on a screen, listening to soft music, or practicing mindfulness meditation. I worked with Elaine, a 72-year-old who struggled with insomnia for decades. She was skeptical when I suggested creating a 30-minute bedtime ritual, but agreed to try. Her routine now includes a warm shower, 10 minutes of gentle stretching, and reading poetry while sipping chamomile tea. Within 3 weeks, her sleep quality improved dramatically, and she's now averaging 7 hours of restful sleep most nights. Your sleep environment deserves special attention too. Keep your bedroom cool. Between 65–68 degrees is ideal for most people. Ensure your room is as dark as possible, using blackout curtains if necessary. Consider the comfort of your mattress and pillows. They should support your body properly without causing pressure points. Many of my patients find that upgrading their mattress after 7 to 8 years makes a remarkable difference in their sleep quality and morning aches and pains. If you're struggling to stay asleep through the night, look at potential disruptors. Is your bedroom too warm? Are you consuming caffeine too late in the day? Could an underlying condition like sleep apnea be the culprit? Don't hesitate to discuss persistent sleep issues with your doctor, as they could be symptoms of treatable conditions. The fourth essential daily habit might surprise you. It's maintaining meaningful social connections. Many of my patients focus exclusively on physical health, while neglecting this critical aspect of well-being. Research confirms that regular social interaction is just as important for longevity as physical activity, proper nutrition, or avoiding smoking. Isolation can be particularly challenging as we age. Friends move away, loved ones pass on, and mobility issues might make getting out more difficult. This isolation isn't just emotionally painful, it actually increases your risk for dementia, heart disease, stroke, and depression. In fact, some studies suggest that chronic loneliness can be as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes daily. Consider creating a connection calendar where you schedule at least one meaningful social interaction every day. This doesn't necessarily mean grand outings or elaborate gatherings. A thoughtful phone call with a grandchild, coffee with a neighbor, or even a friendly conversation with your mail carrier counts. The key is meaningful engagement, genuine connection, rather than superficial small talk. Technology offers wonderful opportunities for staying connected despite physical limitations. My patient George was initially resistant to learning video calling, but after his daughter patiently showed him how to use a tablet, he now has weekly video chats with his grandchildren across the country. I feel like I'm actually part of their lives now, he told me, not just someone they hear about occasionally. Community centers, religious organizations, and senior groups provide structured opportunities for socializing. Many offer free or low-cost activities specifically designed for older adults. Volunteering also creates meaningful connections while giving you purpose, something many people miss after retirement. If mobility is limited, consider inviting people to your home or exploring options like telephone reassurance programs, where volunteers make regular calls to check in and chat. Even pets can provide significant emotional support and companionship. My patient Eleanor adopted a senior cat from a shelter, and she says their evening conversations are the highlight of her day. Now that we've covered the 4 essential habits every senior should incorporate daily, I want to shift our focus to 4 common habits many seniors fall into that can seriously undermine your health and quality of life. The first habit to avoid is excessive sitting. I call this the silent health killer because it seems so harmless, yet causes profound damage over time. When we sit for extended periods, blood circulation slows, muscles begin to atrophy, and metabolism decreases. Studies show that sitting for more than 8 hours daily significantly increases mortality risk, even for people who exercise regularly. What's particularly concerning is how easily this habit develops. You wake up, have breakfast while reading the paper, move to your favorite chair to watch the morning news, perhaps do a crossword puzzle, watch another television program, and suddenly it's lunchtime and you haven't stood up once all morning. Breaking this cycle requires intention and awareness. Try setting a timer to stand up and move every 30 minutes, even if just for a minute or 2. Place items you use frequently just out of reach, so you must get up to retrieve them. Consider a standing desk for activities like reading mail or doing puzzles. Some of my patients even march in place during commercial breaks when watching television. Eileen, who struggled with arthritis pain, found that her discomfort actually decreased when she implemented these micro-movement breaks throughout her day. It seemed counterintuitive at first, she explained, but moving more frequently actually makes my joints feel better, not worse. The second habit to avoid is isolating yourself indoors. While it might feel safe and comfortable to remain in your home environment, spending too much time indoors deprives you of vital vitamin D from sunlight, limits your exposure to fresh air, and often reduces your overall activity level. Many seniors develop this habit gradually, sometimes without realizing it. Perhaps concerns about falling, uncomfortable weather, or simply getting out of the routine of leaving home regularly contribute to this pattern. Whatever the reason, extended indoor isolation can significantly impact both physical and mental health. I recommend scheduling at least 15-20 minutes of outdoor time daily, weather permitting. This could be as simple as enjoying morning coffee on your porch, taking a short walk around your yard or neighborhood, or sitting in a nearby park. The natural light helps regulate your body's internal clock, improving sleep quality and mood, while the change of environment stimulates your mind and senses. Howard, a 78-year-old patient who rarely left his apartment, agreed to try spending just 10 minutes each morning on his small balcony. Within 2 weeks, he reported sleeping better and feeling more energetic. Now he walks to his community garden plot most afternoons, combining outdoor time with light physical activity and social interaction with fellow gardeners. If mobility or safety concerns make getting outdoors challenging, consider sitting near an open window, creating an accessible patio space, or exploring transportation services specifically designed for seniors. Many communities offer free or reduced-cost ride programs to help older adults maintain independence and community connection. For those living in regions with extreme weather, indoor botanical gardens, shopping malls with walking paths, or community centers can provide alternative environments that offer some of the benefits of being outdoors while protecting you from harsh conditions. The third habit worth avoiding might sound counterintuitive at first: over-medication and self-prescribing. Many of my patients don't realize they've gradually accumulated a complex array of medications, supplements, and over-the-counter remedies that may be working against each other or causing unnecessary side effects. Polypharmacy, taking multiple medications simultaneously, becomes increasingly common as we age. A study from Johns Hopkins found that 1/3 of adults over 65 are taking 5 or more prescription medications. Add in over-the-counter medicines and supplements, and this number climbs even higher. What makes this habit particularly dangerous is how medications interact with each other. While each individual medicine might be beneficial on its own, combining them without proper oversight can lead to dizziness, confusion, falls, and even hospitalization. This doesn't mean you should stop taking prescribed medications, but it does warrant careful attention and management. I recommend scheduling a medication review with your primary doctor or pharmacist at least once annually. Bring everything you take regularly: prescription medications, over-the-counter remedies, vitamins, supplements, and herbal products. This comprehensive review can identify potential interactions, duplicate treatments, or medications that might no longer be necessary. Dorothy, an 82-year-old patient, came to me taking 12 different medications and supplements daily. During our medication review, we discovered she was taking 2 different blood pressure medications prescribed by different specialists, plus an over-the-counter sleep aid that was interacting poorly with her other medications. By streamlining her regimen under one coordinating physician, her dizziness disappeared within weeks. Another aspect of this habit involves self-prescribing remedies based on advertisements or well-meaning advice from friends and family. While natural supplements can be beneficial, they aren't risk-free and can interact with prescription medications in unexpected ways. St. John's wort, for example, can reduce the effectiveness of certain heart medications and blood thinners. Ginkgo biloba can increase bleeding risk when combined with aspirin or other blood thinners. Create a simple system for tracking your medications, whether a pill organizer, a medication journal, or a smartphone app designed for this purpose. This helps ensure you're taking medications as prescribed, while making it easier to provide accurate information to healthcare providers. The 4th habit to avoid is one I see frequently in my practice: neglecting cognitive stimulation. Just as your muscles need regular exercise to maintain strength, your brain requires ongoing challenges to stay sharp. Without this stimulation, cognitive decline accelerates unnecessarily. Many seniors fall into comfortable routines that don't adequately exercise their brains. Watching television for hours, performing the same activities day after day, or generally avoiding new learning opportunities can lead to what researchers call disuse atrophy of cognitive abilities. Cognitive stimulation doesn't require formal education or complicated puzzles, although those are certainly beneficial options. What your brain needs most is novelty and challenge. This might involve learning a new skill, taking a different route to the grocery store, trying a new recipe, or engaging with unfamiliar ideas through books or discussions. Raymond, a 75-year-old former accountant, noticed his memory becoming less reliable after retirement. Rather than accepting this as inevitable aging, he began challenging himself to learn one new thing daily, sometimes as simple as 5 words in Spanish, or the name of a bird he spotted in his yard. After 6 months of this practice, he reported feeling mentally sharper and more engaged with the world around him. Digital games and apps designed specifically for cognitive training can be helpful, but everyday activities often provide equal or better stimulation. Tasks requiring manual dexterity combined with problem-solving like gardening, cooking new recipes, or crafting engage multiple brain systems simultaneously. Social activities with cognitive components are particularly valuable. Book clubs combine intellectual engagement with social connection. Game nights featuring strategy games exercise reasoning skills within a social context. Volunteering, especially in roles that require learning new information or skills, provides cognitive benefits alongside purpose and community connection. Arthur, who worried about his family history of dementia, initially resisted when his daughter suggested he try a drawing class at the local community center. "I've never been artistic," he insisted. 6 months later, he's not only developing his drawing skills, but has formed meaningful friendships with fellow students and reports sleeping better and feeling more optimistic about life. Music deserves special mention as a powerful form of cognitive stimulation. Learning to play an instrument at any age provides remarkable cognitive benefits, but even just listening to unfamiliar music styles challenges your brain in beneficial ways. What's fascinating about cognitive stimulation is how it connects with the other habits we've discussed. Physical movement increases blood flow to the brain, supporting cognitive function. Quality sleep allows your brain to consolidate learning and clear waste products. Social connection provides natural cognitive challenges through conversation and shared activities. Proper hydration ensures optimal brain function. These habits work synergistically, each enhancing the benefits of the others. I encourage you to assess your typical day and look for opportunities to introduce more cognitive stimulation. Could your morning routine include learning something new with breakfast? Might your afternoon walk take a different route to expose you to new sights? Could you swap 30 minutes of television for reading material that challenges your thinking? Small changes, consistently applied, yield remarkable results over time. Now that we've explored these essential habits to embrace and avoid, you might be wondering how to successfully incorporate these changes into your daily life. Changing habits, especially long-established ones, requires strategy, patience, and self-compassion. The most effective approach I've seen with my patients involves making small, incremental changes rather than dramatic overhauls. Think of it as fine-tuning your daily routine rather than completely reinventing it. When we attempt too many significant changes simultaneously, we often become overwhelmed and revert to familiar patterns. Consider starting with the habit that seems most achievable or addresses your most pressing concern. For many of my patients, increasing daily movement provides quick positive feedback, improved mood, better sleep, and increased energy, which motivates them to continue. Creating environmental cues can dramatically improve your success rate. If hydration is your focus, placing water bottles in rooms you frequent serves as a visual reminder. If cognitive stimulation is your goal, positioning a book, puzzle, or craft project in your favorite sitting area makes engaging with it nearly automatic. Tracking your progress, even informally, reinforces positive changes. My patient Vivian keeps a simple journal where she records her daily walk, water intake, and social connections using happy faces, no elaborate system, just visual confirmation of her consistency. She tells me reviewing her journal gives her tremendous satisfaction and helps her identify patterns when she feels particularly well. Another powerful strategy involves linking new habits to existing routines, what behavioral scientists call habit stacking. If you already have a consistent morning routine of making coffee, use that established habit as an anchor for a new one. Perhaps you'll do 5 minutes of gentle stretching while the coffee brews, or call a friend while enjoying that first cup. Richard, who struggled with remembering to take his medications properly, created a simple but effective system. He placed his morning pills next to his coffee maker and his evening medications beside his toothbrush, linking the new habit, organized medication, to firmly established routines, making coffee and brushing teeth. His adherence improved dramatically with this small environmental adjustment. Something I emphasize with all my patients is the importance of adaptability. Health fluctuates, circumstances change, and rigidity often leads to abandoning good habits entirely when disruptions occur. The goal isn't perfection, but consistency over time, with room for adjustment when needed. Clara, who developed arthritis in her hands, initially became discouraged when pain prevented her from continuing her beloved knitting, an activity that provided both cognitive stimulation and social connection through her crafting group. Rather than abandoning these benefits entirely, she explored alternatives and discovered audiobooks, combined with gentle walks, offered similar cognitive benefits while allowing her hands to rest. She also continued attending her crafting group, focusing on the social aspects while exploring crafts that were gentler on her joints. Support systems significantly increase success when establishing new habits. This might be a spouse or partner, a friend with similar goals, or a community group. Many senior centers and community organizations offer programs specifically designed around healthy aging habits, providing both structure and social accountability. Clara, who developed arthritis in her hands, initially became discouraged when pain prevented her from continuing her beloved knitting, an activity that provided both cognitive stimulation and social connection through her crafting group. Rather than abandoning these benefits entirely, she explored alternatives and discovered audiobooks, combined with gentle walks, offered similar cognitive benefits while allowing her hands to rest. She also continued attending her crafting group, focusing on the social aspects while exploring crafts that were gentler on her joints. Support systems significantly increase success when establishing new habits. This might be a spouse or partner, a friend with similar goals, or a community group. Many senior centers and community organizations offer programs specifically designed around healthy aging habits, providing both structure and social accountability. Technology can also provide valuable support. While not everyone embraces digital tools, simple smartphone reminders, pedometer apps, or water tracking applications help many of my patients maintain their healthy habits. My patient Thomas, initially resistant to all that tech nonsense, now proudly shows me his step count at each appointment, having discovered that measuring his progress motivates him to walk a little further each day. Financial considerations sometimes create barriers to healthy habits. However, many beneficial practices require minimal or no investment. Walking costs nothing beyond appropriate footwear. Public libraries offer free cognitive stimulation through books, community events, and often computer access. Many community centers provide free or low-cost exercise classes specifically designed for seniors. Local area agencies on aging can connect you with resources tailored to your specific situation and needs. Perhaps the most critical factor in successfully implementing these habits is self-compassion. Many seniors I work with tend to be their own harshest critics, berating themselves for falling off the wagon when they miss a day of exercise or forget to practice a brain-stimulating activity. This negative self-talk often leads to abandoning beneficial habits entirely. Instead, view this process as a journey rather than a destination, one where perfect consistency isn't required for meaningful benefits. When disruptions occur, whether due to illness, family responsibilities, or simply a difficult day, acknowledge them without judgment, then gently return to your routine the following day. Margaret's approach exemplifies this beautifully. After a lifetime of perfectionism, she developed what she calls her fresh start policy. Every morning represents a new opportunity to make healthy choices, regardless of yesterday's decisions. This mindset has allowed her to maintain remarkable consistency with her healthy habits despite occasional setbacks. Remember that these habits work synergistically. Improvements in one area often cascade into others. Better sleep enhances cognitive function. Regular movement improves sleep quality. Hydration supports nearly every bodily function. Social connection provides motivation and accountability for other healthy habits. This interconnectedness means that even small improvements can generate significant benefits over time. As you incorporate these habits into your daily life, pay attention to how your body and mind respond. The feedback you receive: improved energy, better mood, clearer thinking, decreased pain, provides powerful motivation to continue. Your experience is the most convincing evidence of all. We've covered quite a journey together today, exploring 4 essential habits that can transform your golden years and 4 habits worth avoiding. Remember, the quality of your daily routines determines the quality of your life. What strikes me most in my decades of working with seniors is that those who thrive aren't necessarily the ones who are healthiest in their younger years. They're the ones who commit to consistent, sustainable habits. These small daily choices compound over time into remarkable differences in well-being. I encourage you to pick just one habit from our discussion today to focus on this week. Perhaps it's setting a timer to stand up every 30 minutes, or drinking a glass of water with each meal, or calling an old friend you've been meaning to reconnect with. Small beginnings lead to profound changes. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based advice on thriving in your senior years. I'd love to hear which habit resonated most with you. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts or questions. Remember, it's never too late to create new habits that enhance your life. I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and until next time, take gentle care of yourself. You deserve it.